Hello and welcome to Everything To Guppy, the Binding of Isaac podcast that covers every item, trinket, character, and boss in the Binding of Isaac series of video games. My name is Gary Butterfield, and with me as always is a man who goes and gets a manicure frequently, Will Hughes.
Hey, get out.
Because he...
What? Guppy.
I got the gate effect on Will.
Yeah. That was a joke, Gary.
Oh, shit. Let me turn it off.
It was pretty convincing, huh?
Yeah, it sounded like we were having audio issues.
Yeah.
Even though for people who are on the podcast who know this, that happens after you save the file.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen beforehand where we could do something about it.
Yeah, Gary, it's pause.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're making that manicure joke.
As a manicure joke, I was trying to think of something that anthropomorphized or animalized you and didn't want to sound furry phobic.
Gary,
So
what would be your persona be?
Pocket?
No, pick
another one?
Yeah.
Boy, this is a surprisingly difficult question because
yeah, that's good.
I like an animal, but that doesn't mean that I want to be that animal.
I like an animal.
Yeah. I mean, I love animals. I have no interest in being them. Maybe a bear?
Yeah, I was also leaning bear.
Because I like honey.
I hope this doesn't carry weird racial connotations, but panda bear.
Yeah. We're beyond the looking glass. I don't know what kind of connotations we're trucking in whatsoever.
Yeah.
At this point.
Just a panda bear because it's like a bear, except they never do anything cool.
Oh, is it koalas that get high on eucalyptus leaves all day?
Probably.
Yeah, those guys are good. And they're small.
It would be weird if it was grizzly bears. They would be very jonesing.
Yeah. They'd be scary high like Alfred Molina and Boogie Nights.
Well, I just meant they don't live in Australia, so they're constantly crave. That's why grizzly bears are so mean.
Yeah. It's like, you holding? You holding?
It's like if you went to the new world and got addicted to tobacco and then went back to the old world. You're like, I just can't have it.
Oh, that probably happened.
Yeah, man.
Poor colonist.
Poor American colonists and tobacco farmers.
Yeah, poor tobacco magnates. I can't get my special chew. This is, I hate this item.
Yeah.
But you were telling me some use cases for it that I did not know when we were in the green room.
Yeah. I mean, I never use this item. So I only got these from the wiki. So this is pause. Mm-hmm. It is, it's a green remote, shaped like all the other remotes, the teleports.
Mm-hmm. Except it's got a pause symbol on it.
It does have a pause symbol, which is two, parallel vertical lines for, anyone who
the kind of semiotics that will be lost to history.
Do you think they will be? I think the pause symbol denotes pausing. It looks like a stop.
I don't think so.
No?
I think a fast forward, sure. And a rewind, yes. And a play, yes. But not a pause.
Yeah, fast forward definitely connotes this is not a place of honor.
Yeah. This, yes. This, I don't know. I think this is going to go away.
Okay.
But we'll find out. I'll meet you back here in 1,000 years.
Oh, God, Gary, when we're in our robot avatars, but not like the good
what
ones.
What episode will we be on?
In 1,000 years, we do 200 episods a year.
Mm-hmm.
God, we do 200 episodes a year. Jesus.
Yeah, so 200,000 episodes in.
Yeah.
When we're talking about every pixel on every screen of the Binding of Isaac series of video games, finally talking about Binding of Isaac 9, which is probably just like plumb my asshole, daddy, manipulate my G-spot. Like, I imagine it's just going to get dirtier.
Yeah, probably. They will
Give
definitely...
me a prostate orgasm. I'm a baby.
Yeah.
That's going to be the name of the subtitle.
Yeah. Gary, what's this item do?
It's an active item, the 2-room charge, and it stops all the enemies until you press the fire button.
Or if they're bosses until 30 seconds has passed.
Yes. So you can move around, but you can't hurt them unless you have orbitals or some way of indirect damage. Or you have a co-op, baby, which you don't.
Yeah, because you're not playing co-op, because co-op in this game is not, super fun. Yeah. Like, I live with another Isaac superfan, and we've co-opted twice.
I've only done it a couple of times, and me and Derek, my imaginary friend, did a mod that allows you to both just be full characters.
Yeah.
And it still doesn't work.
Yeah, it's not really what the game's built for.
Yeah, the item economy doesn't work for it.
Yeah.
So I never take this because it is fussy.
It's very fussy and pretty boring. But it does have a couple like interesting things. The most interesting, and they all feel like maybe they're glitches. Like, the most interesting thing about this is that it's one of the few items that will disable what the wiki calls damage scaling and what everybody else calls bullshit fucking super armor.
Yes. So if you pause a boss and then go up to him with a orbital with this, you have 30 seconds of damage that doesn't take into account its extra damage scaling super armor bullshit.
On Hush, Ultra Greed, and Delirium primarily. And again, we're getting this from the wiki. If you do this and it doesn't work, go hunt down Jake Wiki.
Yeah, imagine me just playing this game enough times to get this and try this.
Hey there.
Like just that perfect influence.
Hey there, kid.
Oh, are you Jake Wiki?
It's me, Jake Wiki.
Oh, I saw your poster up at the post office.
Hey, thanks. Don't tell the post office. Don't tell the postmaster I'm here, man.
Huh? Well, he was looking for you.
I know. It's
is he your dad?
Yeah, but that's incidental to why he's looking for me. It's because I keep putting stuff in the slot.
Oh, you keep putting stuff in your dad's slots.
Just in all the mailbox slots, you know. Just
yeah.
I got. Let's put it this way. I got a lot of tapioca and a lot of time on my hands.
Yeah, and a lot of tapioca on your hands. I don't know if you've.
No, I use
noticed.
a spoon, man. I use a spoon. If you see tapioca, no. If you see white gunk on my hands, that's just gajism. Gajism. That's you know how in Final Fantasy games you got cure and then cura.
Yeah.
Gajism is that for jizz.
Have you? Hey, stand back.
Sure.
Jizaga.
And scene. You probably don't want to take pause.
Yeah, no, the pause is horrible. This is horrible. You know, one of the things I love about this show, is that you and I are both like incredibly emotionally damaged, depressed, like people.
I love that too.
And when we go in to do this show, I never know how that's going to translate. Like it feels random to me when I'm saying it and when I'm hearing it, like at every single moment. It's pretty great.
Gary, can I share a naked moment of emotionality with you?
Yes, please.
Content warning for discussions of suicide. Sorry, listener.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
This is the show for it. Of course, we're talking about pause.
I had a dream like 3 nights ago that you killed yourself.
Oh, boy.
But
that's no fun.
Here's the fun part. I got to wake up and remember you were alive. That's great. And it was a wonderful feeling.
Yeah. I'm glad that I'm sorry for what Dream Gary did.
Yeah. Well, it was my fault, obviously, because it's all my fault.
Gotcha there.
But I woke up and I was so sad. And then I was like, wait a second, that was a fucking dream. Gary's fine.
I have those too, man. It's funny. Check this out. I used to have those about my mom dying when she was alive. And now I have them the opposite.
Gary, I have them the opposite for Shanna.
Yeah, that's so fun.
Awful.
Brains. You know, I just need to update, my brain needs to update its files for when I go into Dreamtown.
Yeah, that's what we just got to get the database going, man.
Yeah, it's just got to get us in those robot bodies in the future.
Oh, we are going to have the jankiest fucking robot bodies, though, because the good ones are going to cost money.
I'll take it. Well, and they'll make the robot bodies fat as well. So.
Oh, man. I was, we just ran a piece on like weird old handhelds.
I know, because I'm a contributor to that piece who did not get a special thanks.
You sure didn't, buddy. Special thank you. But I wrote about the Gizmondo. The Gizmondo sold a version that had ads integrated into it that cost like half as much.
Ridiculous. Yes.
Yeah, they never actually turned on the ads. Anyway, that could be for fat robots.
Okay. We get a body.
Yeah.
We have the ads built into it, and also we get the robot for cheap, but it's fat and slow.
Yeah.
And it needs a certain amount of gummy bears like per week.
Oh man, I'm already pretty gummy bear fueled.
I found some of those al dente gummy bears, and I'll tell you all about it next episode.
Ooh, Gary, people enjoy this combination of jizz comedy and frank discussions of our dreams and how they express our trauma both.
Yeah, trauma. Yeah, death and yeah. Patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv is probably the only place you can find that.
Almost certainly.
And then you can also leave us a rating review if you like us. 5 stars only, please.
Yeah, like this one from Final Dolt. There we go. Many people have started awful podcasts during quarantine. Plumber Duck, a variety streamer haunted by the ghost of foosball, and Gary Butterfield, the author of a book without page numbers, have been doing this since 2018. Everything To Guppy is a very funny and good podcast where items from Binding of Isaac are used as prompts for conversations about everything from depression and Kingdom Hospital to the power of friendship. The enemies in Death Stranding are called Homo Demens. That's a 5-star review.
Thank you. Gary, good page number poll.
Yeah. Oh, mine is from my streams. Gary, do you know that if in Fallout 76, if you try to activate a foosball table while you're already playing the foosball table, you will spend the next hour being haunted by the sound of a foosball table going ka-chunk?
Well, that's Appalachia for you.
That's Appalachia for you.
Don't be mean to them.
Famous fucking sign off.